Hello, hi, it's me again. This is the third time I'm trying to record this. The third time, I'm not joking. The first time, really boring. The second time, forgot to hit record. But yeah, I'm not happy. First game was really boring. I don't wanna waste time. I don't have a lot of time in the morning. I don't have a lot of time in the morning to make videos. So like when a video doesn't go well like that, like it hurts me, man. It was boring. It was boring. Like, even if I did good, even if I used the car SMG, even if I popped off, got 30 kills, it wouldn't have mattered. It really would not have mattered. We were losing by like 400 last game. What could we talk about? I was talking about, in the first attempt for this, I was talking about dreams. I slept pretty good last night, like usual. I overslept, which sucks. But, yeah, my dream, let's see, where was I? I was hiking with some people I didn't know. So I think I was jogging, and I bumped into some people, and then we started hanging out, and then we were hiking, and then I saw like a boot on the floor that belonged to nobody, and there was like no person around us, and then we saw another individual boot, and that was kind of scary. And then I can't remember what happened in between that, but then I was home trying to go to sleep, and I think I've mentioned this, I can't sleep without background noise. So instead of like having a fan on, having a white noise machine, I listen to like Chris Chan documentaries. But instead of putting one of those on in my dream, I put on like an audiobook that was narrated by Chris Chan. I think he was reading like the first couple like iterations of the Sonichu series he was writing, dude. I swear on my life, dude. That's what I dreamed. I dreamed I was listening to an audiobook. And then he was like rambling on about how like he invented a new color or something. It's weird. It's crazy. My dreams are all over the place, man. My dreams are all over the place, man. Like from bumping into exes, from, like being in dangerous situations, to dreaming about like really scary, like horrible stuff happening. Like it's all over the place. My dreams are all over the place. And it's crazy. It's fun though. It's really fun. Dreams are fun. I think I mentioned this already. This is gonna be a reoccurring thing. Like if you watch my videos, this is gonna be a reoccurring thing. I repeat myself a lot, and also I repeat topics in videos. But it's just because like I want to talk about it more. Like I can't cover everything in one match. Usually I don't put camos on my weapons till they're already like at this point. But this is just too funny not to. This is fun. I've been having fun with this game. I played a little bit more yesterday than I do usually, which is why I'm leveled up a little bit more. But overall, I don't play this game that much. I used to put like 8 hours in a day, and now I put like 20 minutes. Which, I mean, it's probably a good thing. I don't waste as much time on this, but I mean, I can't level up as quickly, and I want to get the goddamn, this thing. I want to get this over with. I'm getting sick of this thing. I think my next weapon... Okay, I couldn't show you, but I think my next weapon I'm going to go for after I level this thing up. I think my next weapon, I'm going to go with the SMR. And the reason I want to go with that is because I feel like it. Because I feel like it's good damage, and I don't know, it's good Titan damage too, which is great, because the Grenader weapons, they do good damage to Titans. I don't know where anybody is. I can't see anybody. Well, there's somebody. And there's someone behind me too, perfect. Is there? No. I don't know. I'm struggling here, man. I'm struggling. I've been doing horribly lately, man. I've been losing like, out of the last 10 matches I've played, I've lost probably 8 of them. And I mean, what the hell? Oh, no. Okay. I was gonna say. I thought I got into a fresh match. I wasn't paying attention. Well, that makes no sense actually. I don't know what I would think that. I thought I got into like a brand new match. I was confused. How the hell this guy already has a Titan? And he's using tone. Damn, maybe I'm just slow. Like not slow as in like I have something like actually wrong with me. Slow as in like I think I'm just dumb. That's the thing I've noticed. Like, the thing about me, I can be smart. I can be smart when I need to be. I can get good scores. I remember I got good scores on tests when I was younger. You know, I was really good with that. I was just really bad, like, socially. And also, I tend to be stupid sometimes. Like, I don't think. You know, I can use my brain, but mostly I don't, because that's boring. And I know I could. I remember in school I was able to do really good. I was able to have really good grades. I was considered like in like the gifted class as well, actually. But like I didn't care for it. I didn't really care for it. People there, they were like they were the people who were smart, like way above everybody else. And it's not really that I felt out of place there. It's just that, like, I don't know, it felt weird. Like I didn't really care to be in that group. I didn't care for it too much, you know. And it was boring, you know. We learned about a lot of stuff though. We learned about, I think it was like handling businesses and stuff like that. But I mean, other than learning how like copywriting something works or trademarking a design works, other than that, I didn't learn much. Ah, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna abandon this thing over here. But yeah, school, it was all over the place for me, you know. I was never really the kid to have a lot of friends. Like I struggled a lot, you know. I was very sheltered when I was younger. I think that's the term for it. Like I never left the house. I was never able to leave the house because, you know, I had really bad asthma, and I was just really sensitive overall. Not in the sense that I was like, you know, like babied when I was younger, you know, but like in the sense that like medically I was like really sensitive. I was really prone to getting sick, and yeah, like I couldn't leave the house, which kind of sucked, you know. But eventually my mom realized she can throw a tablet at me when I was like 5 years old, and then I was like a tablet kid for like years and years. And still, even now, I averaged out like 18 hours a day on my phone and stuff. Like it's bad. It's really bad. I think the most I've ever seen it was like 21 hours. But it's not because I'm up for that much. It's because I go to sleep to videos. But still though, like that's bad. And I feel like because I never really got like that like well needed like social like interaction, I feel like that really affected me. Like how I was able to connect with people. And I think I've talked about this before. I remember. But I think like what I like failed to mention was like how it like never really, like I knew it was not good, but like it never really bothered me because it was just, that's what I was used to, you know? Like I was used to that. I grew up like that, and I never really wanted more than that, you know? I never really cared too much for friends. They were nice to have around. But I feel like, especially during like my middle school years, I kind of like stopped caring at all for any like interaction like that. And that sucks because friends are cool, friends are fun. You know, when you get good friends, they're great, they're fun, you can laugh a lot. But when you get bad friends, it's not fun, you cry. And it's all over the place, you know. But overall, I found like there's like more consistency and just being on my own, you know, being on my own, doing what I love. You know, just making it through day by day, takes us step by step that way. You know, that was better for me. And I've talked to people about this. I remember in the past, and they're concerned for me. They're like it's strange because like most people my age, like they obsess over like friends, they obsess over relationships, they obsess over stuff like that. And I just really don't care for any of it. You know, like I value getting stuff done more than, you know, like enjoying myself, which it sounds bad until you realize like I consider getting stuff done enjoying myself. I like efficiency is great. I love, you know, getting stuff done. It's amazing. It's like there's no better feeling. But for saying that a lot, I procrastinate like a lot. And yeah, I'm all over the place when it comes to stuff like that. I'm all over the place. Because on one hand, you know, I like getting stuff done. It's great. But on the other hand, I can't get stuff done because I procrastinate. But I think it's because, like, it's not really that I'm focused. I remember it's because I wasn't really focused on, like, how do I explain it? Like, responsibilities. I was more focused on, like, what I enjoy. And I'm not just saying, like, I play video games, like, 20 hours a day. I mean, like what I want to do, you know, like my dreams, my, what's the word? Aspirations for the future. What I want to do, what I want to be, you know, what I want to be remembered for. You know, I wanted to focus on that, you know, until it was too late. And I was in my 40s, stuck at a 9-to-5, hating myself. I wanted to knock that out of the way, you know. I wanted to knock that out of the way. And also, you know, any little issues I got, any little anxieties, I wanted to knock that out of the way too, because you know, I'd rather knock it out when I'm like, you know, younger, rather than knock it out when I'm like in my 50s. And then like it just goes like unchecked, I guess. And like it sucks. It sucks, you know, and especially recently. Since I really don't have anybody. Nobody reaches out to me at all anymore. You know, the one person I had to kind of reach out. It's okay. It's all right because, you know, it doesn't really make a difference because, you know, he was always really distant. He was always really distant, especially in the recent months. What the hell? Oh. He's always really distant, which is, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. It just kind of, it hurts now that it's more apparent. But, I mean, I know it really doesn't affect me. I don't really need it, you know? So it was cool. It was fine. It was all great. It's all good, bro. You know, I'm happier now than I think I am in, like, the rest of my life. And this is probably, most of this rambling has probably been just a complete repeat of something different. But, like, that most recent situation with that last person kind of got like an update on that pretty much. I reached out and nothing at all. Complete silence. Not even delivered popped up. So it leads me to believe that I was blocked, which is all right. I understand. I'm a handful, you know. I'm not always, like I've said before, the stupid dude you see here on camera is the same stupid dude you'd see if you meet me in real life. But like I'm all over the place though, you know. When like I am like just feeling good, feeling great, I'm exactly who I am when you hear me and see me play here. You know, but when I'm not doing all right, I'm very serious. I'm very I'm not gonna say introverted, because introverted is like you prefer being alone. And in some cases, like, you don't want to be around others. Like, you dislike it. For me, though, it's not really that I hate it. Like, I'm scared of it. It's just I don't see a reason for it, you know? So I kind of spend, like, just every day just inside, you know? And I don't just play this game all day. You could even see from my hours that it hasn't changed too much. Like, I don't just sit inside, play video games. I sit inside. I think of stuff, like about my future, and then I work towards it. Like I'm learning a few different languages right now because I plan on going overseas. But yeah, it's been tough times. It's been tough times lately. I'll get through it though. So I'm gonna hop into this next game. I'm gonna try to keep it light. It's getting too sad. I don't wanna talk sad. I wanna talk 30 kill games with the Mozambique. I wanna be happier. I'm gonna cut to the next game. It's getting too serious. I feel like that last talk kind of killed the mood, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I could talk about coping, how I cope, you know. What I do is I find beauty in every little thing, you know. And I don't mean denial. There's a difference between denial and seeing beauty in, you know, the ugly. You know, seeing beauty in something bad. Like, yeah, there's a big difference, you know. If something is, like, objectively, like, really bad, like, don't, like, lie to yourself, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, understand that, like, you know, it's not good, and then think, what can you do? What can you do, you know? And, like, by doing that, you kind of, you gotta recognize the problem. You gotta understand, you know, something ain't right, something wrong, you know? And you work on whatever's wrong. You tweak stuff, you change stuff, you try new stuff. And if something works, something sticks, you stick with it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't stick, don't stick with it. Change it. Don't just do the same thing. Don't bang your wall against the same, or don't bang your wall. Don't bang your head against the same wall over and over again, expecting like something different, you know? It's just gonna hurt, and then you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna lose your deposit on your apartment. You know, do new, do different. You know, do stuff. Do stuff, do good stuff, do new stuff, make people happy. And if you can't make people happy, make yourself happy. You can't make yourself happy, make other people happy. You know, it's a cycle. It's a cycle, you know. Enjoy yourself. You know, we don't got a lot of time here. Think about it. You know, when it comes, let's say 90 years, you know, the average life expectancy is less. Let's just say you got 90 years, you know. Do more with it. Don't mope around. Don't sit inside. Don't do nothing. You know, do more. Be happy. Be happy, you know, because not everyone gets to wake up. And it sounds, no, it's overplayed as hell, what I'm saying. It's overdone, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying it, like, genuinely, you know? Enjoy yourself. You know, don't stress out too much. Like, don't stress out. Like, if you think about it, some stuff you stress out about, it's not really gonna matter, you know? Worrying about friends, worrying about, like, relationship, like, it's not gonna matter too much, you know? Because if you lose that, you don't lose you. You don't lose you. You shouldn't lose you. Sometimes people do, which is bad, you know, which is really bad. You know, I feel like connections and stuff like that, they shouldn't weigh down on you. They shouldn't, you know. If it weighs down on you, just drop it. It's not worth it, you know. It's not worth it, because it's not worth, like, dragging yourself down just to make someone a little more happy, you know. That's not worth it. That's not good. I was behind that wall, bro. There's no... I'm getting distracted. Like, there's no point in that, you know. And I learned that the hard way, you know. I learned that in my first relationship. I was like, okay, the second this starts, you know, hurting me more than it's helping me, I'm leaving. Then I didn't leave, and I cried about it all summer. That summer out of school was bad, I remember. And second relationship hits. I gave my ex a second chance, and what happened? It started hurting me again. But what did I do? I left. I walked away, and I never looked back. I never had another doubt in my mind that that was the best thing to do. And then what's it called? Third relationship. Exact same thing happened as the first one. I didn't learn my lesson. I thought this person was different. Turns out people never change. People never change, you know. People never change. Which is okay, which is alright. Doesn't affect me too much. I think it affected the other person way more though. The other person got affected way more than me. For both cases, actually, I feel slightly bad because they both had their issues. They both had their demons. But you know what? It's fine. It's not really my problem no more. You know, that's not really that's not my problem. Yeah, it's not my problem. And it sucks to say, you know, but you know, if someone's stressing you out that much, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it. But be happy. Be happy. Enjoy yourself, you know. Get a cup of coffee. Get a cup of coffee. Enjoy yourself. You don't like coffee, get a cup of tea. You don't like tea, get a glass of water. Take a walk, you know. There's other alternatives, you know. Enjoy yourself, you know, take a walk, exercise a little, you know, cardio is fun. Doesn't seem like it, but once you get into it, it's really fun. You know, overall message is enjoy yourself, be happy. It's all fun and games, man. It's all fun and games. Like what are like all of this you see in front of you, this video, you know, your hobbies, what is it for? It's all for fun. It's all for fun. That's what it is. And even jobs, they're not fun. But you know, you sacrifice some time of less fun for future time more fun, you know. You know what I mean? Alright, this is like a big oversimplification. You know, you're sacrificing time not being happy to then in the future be more happy. I'm gonna die right here. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do. Do what you love. Do what you love, you'll be a lot happier that way, you know? You know, some people turn to friends, some people turn to family, some people turn to religion, you know? I remember I grew up Catholic, and I was also, like, dragged into Catholic school. And, like, as time went on, I understood why. I know why people turn to that for comfort, you know? I know why. It's just, personally, it's not really my thing. It's not really what I personally believe in, you know. It's just not really what I follow. It doesn't really go. It doesn't really sit well with me. You know, a lot of it. You know, the thing. It's like how to explain, the belief itself. Not really an issue. Not a problem for the most part. No, it's not bad. It's all good. It's all good. It teaches good stuff. You know, be friendly. You know, give to the poor and needy and whatever. But I feel like it's how people kind of shape that just to be convenient. You know, and it's unfortunate. Not every religious person is bad. Not every religious person is bad. Don't like twist my words. You know, don't twist my words. But a lot of them are, you know. And it was those that kind of ruined it for me. That kind of made me see, you know, it has its flaws. So I kind of just, I do my own thing. I believe what I believe in. And what I believe is enjoy yourself. You know, enjoy yourself. Don't spend your life anxious. You're going to go to hell for not, you know, like dropping every like possession you own into like that donation basket. Like, it don't matter that much. Like, for me personally, if it matters for you, go for it. If it matters for you, go for it. I'm not judging, right? But like, it's just I think the reason is I see the reason behind it, and I see what there is to get out of it, and I just kind of get what there is to get out of it elsewhere, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Same thing with like social interaction. I know why people interact. I know the reason for it, but just I don't really, because I know the reason for it, I kind of just take away that human element of it, and I get what I need elsewhere. Is there a person here? I can't tell. You know, like, being happy is important. You know, being happy is important. For a very long time, I wasn't happy. For a very long time, I was very sad about myself. I was sad how I looked. I was sad how I talked. I was sad. Just everything. It was really depressing. Really depressing. And, like, yeah, age can contribute to that. The fact that, like, you know, like, I was younger, you know, and, like, you know, hormones make your emotions go all over the place when you're like a teenager. But, like, I was just really sad in general. And to a certain extent, I feel as though that was a choice. I feel as though that was a choice. I was very sad. You know, I could have changed a lot of stuff, and I didn't. But, you know, because I didn't change that, you know, I am who I am today. I am who I am. I have my experiences. I learned my lessons, most of them being the hard way. And, yeah, I learned those lessons. I won't forget. And now I know. Now I know. You know, and I feel like that also leads into another thing I believe, which is, I think this is yesterday I talked about this actually. It's crazy. It's all looping. It's all coming back full circle. You know, everything happens for a reason, you know. And if you don't get good out of it, you know, if the reason isn't good, you think, if it's a lesson, take it as a lesson. You know, and I learned a lot of lessons. I've also had a lot of, like, potentially, like, bad stuff prevented with very, like, little things that, like, probably wouldn't have happened. One of those was, I remember I was almost in a head-on car crash a while back. This was a few years back. And I was just being an idiot, goofing off, being stupid, you know, enjoying my time on this planet. And my mom was yelling at me to just, like shut up, hurry up, get in the car. Those, like, 10 seconds I stalled, like, prevented us from getting into, like, potentially a really bad head-on car crash. Like, we watched the car in front of us just go and straight into some bushes. It was bad. It was actually really bad. I think that car caught on fire too. So it sucks. No one was injured. I remember no one was injured, which is amazing. But still, scary as hell. My mom panicked a lot. I feel kind of bad about that. And I feel it sucks. But, you know, like, those few seconds, like that, it could have been way worse. It could have been way worse, way worse. You know, I could have gotten seriously injured. My mom could have gotten seriously injured, and then just everyone in general probably could have potentially gotten, you know, hit worse by it. But it didn't happen, and I'm happy about that. You know, I'm happy that. Well, obviously, I'm not happy that the whole thing happened, but I'm happy that, you know, I was, like, saved from it by just being an idiot and not trying to hurry up. So that's also why I don't rush stuff. I don't rush stuff. And it's not really out of, like, paranoia or anxiety that's gonna happen again, but it's because, like, There's no reason to. A trip to Walmart is never that serious. A trip to Walmart's never that serious, you know? And like I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here, you know? I do what I love. I do what I enjoy. And, you know, if I gotta do more, if it's a responsibility, then I do it. If I don't gotta do more, I don't do more. You know, I do what I love. And I'm proud of what I do. And yeah, I'm happier that way, you know? And like anybody can be happier that way. Anybody, you know, just like break the cycle, you know? You don't like your daily schedule, change it up, switch it up. If you can't change it, there's stuff you could change probably. There's probably so small stuff you can change. You know, like this video was good. I actually like this. This feels like more reminiscent of my older stuff, you know. You know, and this wasn't meant to be like a trauma dump. This is me like just giving examples of stuff I've gone through, you know what I mean? Like I'm not here to, you know, beg for attention. I'm not here to beg for your sympathy, for like comments to be like, "Oh, you alright?" Like I don't want that. That's stupid. Leave me alone. Don't miss me with that bull crap, bro. Don't hit me with that. I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here to, you know, spread my knowledge of the horrible experiences I've been through throughout my life. I'm here to, how do I put this? Yeah, I'm here to just, you know, share my knowledge, share my wisdom, so y'all don't have to, you know, go through everything the hard way like I did. You know what I mean? And like I didn't say that earlier to be rude, you know, like leave me alone, but I mean it like I don't want people, you know, constantly asking, "Are you alright? Are you okay?" Because that's not gonna do nothing. If you constantly question someone, you're not gonna get an honest answer. You're not gonna get an honest answer, you know. And I'm happy. I'm doing great. I'm doing all right, you know. Objectively, currently, stuff is really bad. It's really rough, especially at home. It's really bad, but I'll get through it because I'm happy. Let's see. You know, a couple reasons I'll get through it. I'm happy. I got to keep pushing through to get these videos out to you guys. And also, I'm just too stubborn to stop. I'm too spiteful. You know, like I don't have a goal to work towards. I don't have a dream that I want to achieve. I don't have a poster I look at every day. You know, I don't have none of that. I don't even have friends or family that I care about enough to like continue going on for no matter what. But you know what? I'll go on for me. Because to me, I'm important. I care about me. I love me, you know? And I want to get through it. I want to look back on this one day and be happy that I didn't give up, you know? I think that's a good spot to leave it. I'm going to leave it at that. This was a good mix of stuff to talk about today. I like this, you know? This is completely unscripted. It's just straight from the soul, straight from the heart, you know? I play games and I spit facts, right? Just spew random bullcrap that happens in my life, you know? And this is a good talk, and I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit lighter talking about it, you know? I feel like this is a good way to get out some, like, emotions, stuff I can't really talk to anybody else about, you know? And even if no one sees this, even if no one cares about this, I don't care. I did it for me. If people enjoy this, great. I'll do more. If people don't enjoy it, cool. I'll still do more. This helps me get through stuff. So I'm going to leave it at that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. You guys are chill. I got one comment on my video. I remember. I forgot his name. I am so sorry. But that person, I think, just said hello. And I said howdy. So, you know, I got one person to interact. You know, I'm sure I'll get more eventually someday. You know, maybe that'll be my dream. Maybe that's what I'll work towards. You know, maybe that's what I'll go on for. But, you know, I've talked before. It's just numbers. It don't matter too much. So, you know, I'm going to do this because it makes me happy, right? So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you guys. This is the fourth time saying it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.